Hi, so my name is Alice, and I am going to answer the question, what is irony, and when does irony become satire? So, an example of irony would be a fire station catching on fire. Um, it's ironic because a fire station is supposed to stop fires and not actually be on fire, right? So it's kind of like when um, something happens that's the opposite of what you would expect, kind of like a little inside joke that life plays on us, right? And we see irony a lot in literature. That's probably where you will see it the most, or politics, or media. And that leads me to satire. So before I get to satire, I'm going to give you one more example of irony. In Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare, the scene in which Juliet takes a sleeping potion to fake her death, and then Romeo finds out, and he's so upset because he actually thinks she's dead. Well, as we know, the reader, right? She just took a sleeping potion. She's not really dead. But Romeo doesn't know that. But we know Romeo doesn't know that, right? So Romeo goes in thinking she's really dead and then really unalives himself. So well, he takes poison. So when Juliet wakes up, she sees that Romeo is dead. And it's in a way a tragic irony, um, and the reader knew all along what was going on when the main characters did not. So that's a literary sense of irony. So what isn't irony? Let's talk about that. And I mentioned politics earlier. We see a lot of satire in politics, or in generally in media. You can find it in literature as well, of course. But the example I found for what isn't irony, what is more satire, um, is basically if you book a venue in the desert to have your wedding, and it rains. That's ironic, right? Because you booked your wedding destination in a desert. But if you just plan an outdoor wedding and it rains, that's not ironic. That's just unfortunate. So satire is when irony is used in a way to make fun or belittle somebody or something or an idea. So it's also a way that you can point out a problem. So a lot of the late night like talk shows, you'll see a lot of satire there, where they're making fun of things to the point where we're laughing at it, and they're doing it in essence to point out some issues, some things that may not seem right or are right, right? And it's not used to be a surprise, but maybe to get the person to think, or to even just laugh at the end of the day. So that's satire. Um, Satire is much easier to identify than irony, although both of them are related. And so yeah, irony can definitely become satire, but they're not the same. I hope that helps. Mm, If you enjoyed my answer, feel free to book a session with me. I am an English tutor, literature tutor, and would love to work with you. All right. Have a great day. Thanks so much.